This podcast is a part of the Royal We Network.
Spit on me.
Royal Janbing.
Royal Jumping.
Here's the Royal We Chinese lesson. You ready?
Yeah.
For those of you at home, repeat after me.
All right.
Ni Yao
Yao.
Janbing
Jumping.
John Bing.
Ma.
Ba.
That means, do you want flapjacks?
Always.
Now, how to respond. Repeat after me. Wo Yao
Wo Yao.
Janbing.
Jumping.
John Bing.
That means, I want
That
flapjacks.
means hell yeah, flapjacks.
Fuck yeah, motherfucker. All day, every day.
Flapjacks is a funny word to do. That'd be the only word you know in Chinese. Like, all I know how to say is flapjacks.
It gets me through the airport, through my daily life.
I'm not even sure I'm saying it right. I'm sure Janbing. I'll have to say. I'm gonna say it to Wan Ting later. See if she understands me.
One thing jumping, ma.
Janbing.
You know what sentence I've remembered the best for when I used to actually be able to speak Italian?
What happened? Why can't you speak it anymore?
What happened?
Well, because it's been 6 years. It's been 6 years. And it's like when you don't speak a language for a long time, you just forget.
Right.
The sentence that I remember the best, if we want to do Italian lesson, is "O dimenticato molto già."
Dimenticato. But wait.
That means the crazy moth raped me.
Yeah, it was a bad time. No, it means I've forgotten so much already. If anyone ever came up to me and was like, "Oh, do you speak Italian?" I'd be like, "I've forgotten so much already."
That's a great way to respond. Make it existential. Make it existential real quick. Can you do this? I've forgotten so much already. You look like wistfully to the east.
Oh, dimenticato.
But especially if you say it with that flat American accent of yours. Dimenticato.
Molto già.
Yeah.
Can you say it? You gotta say it real Italian like. Can you do it?
I gave birth to Tom Hanks.
O dimenticato molto già.
That's better. I think. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dimenticato, that means forgotten?
Yeah, it means it means like at past tense, I forgot.
It means like I've got dementia. I'm an old man and I've got dementia.
Oh, man.
Yeah. If I fall in, I can't get up.
Dementia. Talking about medical oddities. Dementia. Listen to this shit, Taylor.
Uh-huh.
So we just got back from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
We had to leave in a real hurry last time. Get on that
We
plane.
barely made it.
Which is funny because we were sitting in the airport for like 2 hours. We didn't need to just rush out of the podcast studio.
We were sitting in the airport messaging you. Just like, hey, here we are.
Just boxering, just continuing on.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So we were in the air. Oh, we took an Uber to the airport. It was super swanky. We felt because we went to Hong Kong. We were there for a day, so we didn't bring any bags. And we were kind of like a little dressy looking. So we just stepped out of a black sedan, a black like Lexus sedan with water bottles.
Gave us bottles of water exiting a black sedan at the airport.
At the departures of the airport, we just looked like two. The whole time we just talked about our podcast. Like, yeah, that recording went well. Yeah, we're big deals. Just got into the airport with no bags. Just go pop over to Hong Kong real quick.
Let's just hop over to Hong Kong. Eat all you can eat lamb chops.
Yeah, really? Jeez.
That was. It's way swankier in pictures than that buffet was in real life.
That's true.
It really was. It was tasty, but it was.
It's like I was telling him. Every time I leave Taipei, I appreciate Taipei more.
Yeah, like is it just not as crazy as some other like Asian cities?
It's not as crazy, and it's like a quarter of the price.
I don't think I'd like. Wow. Hong Kong was cool. I don't think I wouldn't want to live in Hong Kong. It was a billion motherfuckers.
And also it was like everything was a highway.
I'm not joking. It was like what I thought the whole time was like, thank God it's not raining, because if all these fuckers had umbrellas, this would be unruly.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, there was a lot of those like covered overpasses though.
Yeah, but still, can you imagine all the places we went?
I can't
with
imagine.
People with umbrellas out.
The umbrella.
God Almighty! You get your because I'm at the right height to where you get your throat cut by an umbrella.
Oh, those Chinese razor umbrellas.
Yeah.
If anyone has razor umbrellas, it's the Chinese.
They've got them.
They're on the cutting edge of innovation.
Bazing!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway, what were we talking about? We were at that.
Taylor Crockett, folks. She's here all week. I like that joke, man. We need to vote on if it's staying or if it's going.
You know what we'll do? We'll play it twice. So right after this point, then it's gonna be her joke. Now, if anyone has raised your umbrellas, it's the Chinese.
They got them.
They're on the cutting edge of innovation.
Should it stay or should it go now? Joke ma?
Meow joke ma.
Meow joke ma? All right.
What was my point? I had a point. The reason I started talking about that. So we were at that buffet, and it was a
I know where you're going.
And it was immediately
bananas.
We were in Hong Kong to celebrate this guy's birthday. His name is Everest. Honestly, someone we don't know, but yeah, his name is Everest.
Everest.
Yo, that's ridiculous.
He was from Togo.
I don't even know. I don't. Oh, okay. I was like, I don't even know where that is.
A place with no mountains came a man named from a mountain.
They have no mountains, so their men must be. It's great. Sometimes
well met, Kilimanjaro. I am Everest.
Saying things with like way too much gravitas. Sometimes one thing will use a word that's just way too strong for the set. Like our TV recently died, and every now and then it'll die and then come back. It'll die and come back. Mm-hmm. And I told one thing, and she goes, "Just wait, it will revive." Yeah.
And she's like, "What's wrong with that? What's wrong?"
I was like, "It just sounds like a Game of Thrones. Sounds like something Khaleesi would say."
Yeah, I'm like, we were talking about the last. I was like, "Yeah, it's not wrong.
It's not wrong. You're right. It will revive if we wait, but it's a strange thing to say."
You just sound like an ancient king.
Said wanting Stormborn, Queen of the Andals, and the First Men.
That's awesome.
Anyway, we're at this buffet with this man named Everest.
All you can eat.
Like it's just a decadent buffet.
Yeah.
Right?
Pretty decadent.
And it was his birthday, and we're talking and whatever. About halfway through the evening.
We're all drinking wine.
We're drinking wine.
Bottles of wine into this thing.
Right. And we're asking him, "Hey, man, you want a glass? We'll fill you up?" And he tells us, "No. I do not drink alcohol because
this is the thing. You can say I don't drink alcohol. Cool.
Absolutely. I don't drink.
Totally cool.
No questions.
Yeah. No questions asked.
Right on.
All right, course, man. Yeah. You don't drink. Cool. But he says
what he tells us is I do not drink alcohol because I am my blood is naturally at 13% alcohol all the time. And we said, what? Yeah. He goes, yes, a doctor told me that.
So a little voice in my brain said, bullshit.
Nate immediately starts asking questions. I was just going to accept it. I was like, clearly this guy's insane.
All the time? Because there is like a disorder where like you will turn carbohydrates instantly to alcohol.
Why don't I have this disorder?
Like if you eat a bunch of pasta, you get drunk? You get pasta drunk?
Yeah, like if you eat a loaf.
Is this like
a loaf of pasta?
A loaf of pasta?
Because the average night you eat a loaf of bread. If you eat some pasta, or a loaf of pasta or a serving of bread, you will like just turn it to booze. Like that's like an actual disorder.
What? So this isn't like diabetes?
He did seem kind of drunk.
He did. Well, I immediately called him out for living life 2 drinks in because I've always said, I'm like, man, that's the way to live life is 2 drinks in.
13% blood
alcohol. He was happy as shit.
That's
super positive.
That's crazy.
He seemed like he had a couple drinks in him at all times. And
can you imagine trying to like explain that to a police officer?
No,
that's above the legal limit.
Yeah,
13% is 0.13.
Yeah, awesome, officer. I ate a bunch of spaghetti.
Hey,
I love spaghetti.
Well, he wasn't trying to say that it was because he eats anything. He was just trying to say it always.
I was trying to get to the bottom of it, and he was dodging me.
Possible?
Yeah, we were like, "What do you mean?"
I was like, "What do you mean?" Like, he goes, "A doctor told me." I was like, "What doctor? What did he say? Like, what's the prognosis?"
And like, what's producing the alcohol in your blood? And he's like, "A doctor told me."
Doctor told me.
Doctor told me I'm too turnt to live.
Prognosis turnt.
Doctor told me I'm too turnt to live.
Like, all the time though. That's insane. How do you survive?
But what's great about every now and then you meet someone who is just like a beautiful amount of insane, you know?
Yeah.
Completely functioning. We talked to him. He's great. Beautiful guy. Happy birthday. We had a lot of fun with him. But then he tells us just like so casually. It wasn't like he's making a point to be like, "Oh man, I was at the doctor."
Yeah, it was very casual.
He was like, "No, I don't drink because my blood's 13% alcohol anyway." So thank you guys all for showing up. We're like, what?
No, elaborate, please.
You can't just say things like that.
You can't say I'm 13% alcohol. by volume as a
I
man.
am 13% alcohol.
Yeah, and like he's got a label on his.
Maybe he was like really kind of a poetic dude, and he was just saying that he's a stiff drink.
I am a stiff. Yeah,
Well,
what?
13% alcohol wouldn't be that stiff of a drink.
I'm a stiff drink.
Wouldn't that be a wine? Isn't wine like 13%?
Something right now, yeah. You can get beer like those Trappist monk beers. Those are 12.
Why are monks making beer, man?
I mean, why not? They're living on a hill, learning kung fu, making some beer.
Is that what's going on?
I think some monks do that.
I think there is a
And I
certain...
think those are the
Learn kung fu? I mean, like, yeah, like, monks making beers is a big thing. But
I gotta live on a hill. I gotta make beer. I gotta learn kung fu.
I really think, and I know this is kind of stereotypical because we live in Asia right now, but I really think that we should go somewhere and try to learn kung fu. I think we should take a class and get our fucking chi right.
We gotta get our chi right.
Yeah,
I think-
let's do it.
We got our chi and crackers.
Taylor, how are you going to do it with us?
I mean, there's actually like a shit
Skype?
ton of.
That'd
Yeah,
be the best.
Skype.
If we came in and brought in a laptop, and
Taylor's in a gi.
to a remote location. So we want to learn kung fu. Our friend Taylor also wants to learn kung fu.
Will they charge her?
That I'm here. Oh, maybe.
They would probably charge you.
They couldn't charge you as much. You're a fucking proxy.
Well, then why wouldn't we do it by proxy too? Like Skype with us.
Oh,
Yeah.
We'll do it on
Y'all-
our
It's all
part.
Skype.
I don't know how the laptop's going to get there. Someone's got to take
Well, he's
it.
going to use his laptop.
The monk.
Wait, so we gotta,
We're not going to go.
we gotta Skype between like my camera is looking at another laptop that's Skyping with me. Fucking kung fu.
Yeah, that sounds like a convoluted way to learn kung fu.
This is the kind of thing, like this guy telling us he has 13% alcohol. It's like, hey man, I gotta go because I gotta go Skype call my kung fu teacher. Like,
I'm gonna start saying that anytime I need to get off a conversation. Yeah, sorry. Hey, good talking to you. I gotta go Skype call my kung fu teacher.
I imagine kung fu must be something. I mean, I guess they could touch you and like rearrange your form. What I mean, like in person, if you're in person with a kung fu teacher, they could like adjust your
Yeah,
form.
they gotta
Right,
adjust it.
yeah.
But I mean,
They can look at you and say, karate here, karate never here. And see, just hearing that, you don't know where here is.
No.
You got to be
True,
in
I
person. You got to have a guy there touching your chest, touching your brain, touching your
brain.
I would hope that.
touching your penis.
Karate here.
That's where
Karate here.
Karate here. All right, big guy.
Do you think there's a market out there? That makes me think. Is there a market out there for really weird porn?
For what, sorry?
Yes. You know there's a market for really weird
what I mean
porn.
is like,
Yeah, I was like, wait, what kind of sentence is that? Is that not the internet in general?
what I mean by that
We're
is
8 minutes in. We're in the really weird porn. Yes, there's really weird kung fu porn where someone's showing up going,
kung fu porn.
yeah, karate here,
I'm looking.
karate here, karate would need to be here. I don't know why he gets all cheeky.
Need to be.
Yeah,
Karate here.
karate and butthole ma.
You can't just speak English. And
I can do whatever the
Karate
fuck I want to do.
Oh my god. So I just searched karate porn and the first thing that came up was xvideos.com and then karate. Karate was a whole category.
Taylor, watch
What?
those videos and give us a play-by-play. Taylor,
So
Yeah.
many
time
of
to
them.
give us an odd. You gotta
There's
click
so
one.
many?
There's so many. There's so many karate porn videos.
There's so many very sexy karate with Laura. All right, how sexy is it?
How sexy is Laura? Tell us right now. Do you see Laura?
Oh shit! I'm trying to stave off the pop-ups. Oh no sound. Okay. Laura is a very white woman.
You stave off the pop-ups if that's where you get your form down.
So Laura, yeah. Hey, Kian.
Yeah, so far Laura is an extremely white woman stretching in a leotard, and just I don't know what's sexy about this so far is I guess the fact that like if she's a woman, but she's just straight up doing karate.
It sounds like yoga porn to me.
She's just doing karate.
She's just doing karate. I'm like maybe and like in outfits, her outfits keep changing like mid kick.
Mid kick.
Yeah, like it's like it'll cut and it's like a different outfit. So I don't know. I guess this is karate porn.
This is a fun segment. Taylor describes porn
Yeah.
to us.
Taylor, watch some porn and tell us about it.
She's also just got a shirt on, a tank top that is white, and then in gold letters just says the word history.
What? What's that have to do with- Well, I guess karate is throughout history. Karate. It's been around for history.
Is she?
Guess what? It's now sexy.
There's literally no nudity so far. It's just a woman doing karate in various outfits.
That's what you want out of your porns, a good plot line. You've got to, I want to be into the moment. I want to feel like I'm learning karate from this master.
Well, this is like an all bad movie. You can't just say history and then think like that's a good plot line.
Yikes. Why does she have a shirt on that just, I don't care what you're doing.
Why does she have a shirt on? This is porn.
Why does she have a shirt on, and especially one that just says the word history on it?
That's funny. History.
All right, well that was 2 minutes of just.
We need to make this.
That's the whole thing. She never gets naked.
We need to make this shirt
that was
history.
The whole thing. It was just a woman in a history T-shirt.
So
fucking doing karate.
Apparently,
History
karate
t-shirt.
porn needs needs an overhaul.
I like to think that for some reason the people at the History Channel are so uncreative that they're just like, how can we promote our show?
History on it.
Let's give out shirts that say history on them.
The Science Channel does that.
They just give out shirts that say science.
Yeah.
Oh.
They give away shirts that say science to people in pornography.
Listen, what I meant by weird porn was no, can I go down that path? Can I talk
You
about
can
what
go
I
down
meant?
any path you want to
Yeah, I
path.
was like, please.
You're a path blazer.
Now I know obviously there's weird porn out there. We've all seen GIFs. Okay?
It's true.
What?
Have you seen the GIFs like that weird like Japanese creature?
We've all seen gifts.
Weird gifs of the Japanese creature.
It's like-
You saying the word "a gif of a Japanese creature" sparks my imagination in ways that you
I'm gonna
can't.
type in. Hold on.
Talking about getting riled up, my imagination's going, and she can't be bed back down proper.
Sam, are you just talking? Did you just watch Godzilla? Is that what you're talking about?
Wow. Just type in weird Japanese creature into Google.
I mean, I'm sure you get.
Oh no,
crazy.
sorry. I ventured into
Kinda-
some other video. This one is considerably more explicit. Wait, weird Japanese creature?
I just Googled it.
It looked like a geode. If you could, it looked like a vagina geode.
I think that's what I'm seeing right now. Jesus Christ.
Man, we're so sniffly and coughy.
Yeah.
I know. It's like
Sorry.
everybody sounds really good right now.
Sorry, folks. Man, I'm down with the crew.
Down with the sickness.
We need to just cut.
Oh.
We need to cut clips of that in there.
Also, I watched another video in our time, and it was more explicit, but it was just called "Karate Gets Her Horny," and it was a woman doing karate in like what appears to be a public basketball court, and then
That's what we do it.
getting horny based on it.
Get that and getting horny.
On her
And-
own karate. She was turned on by her own
Her
karate.
own karate, real potent.
Man, I've got some sweet moves. I'm getting pretty horny in this basketball court.
Take off my history shirt.
We'll take this history shirt off.
Meanwhile, these kids are like waiting to play a game. They're like, "Excuse me, ma'am, can you please get off the court?"
I don't care how horny you are. You need to take
What I meant by weird porn.
Okay, yeah.
What I meant was not like
Inexplicable acts done by people.
not inexplicable acts. I mean, I imagine just kind of like straightforward, just straightforward sex style.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sex style.
But-
Street sex stuff.
But I mean, like the way that it becomes sex is so strange and convoluted. But when you start watching it, you're like, "What?" Like I remember one time I watched this Bigfoot documentary,
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
and I watched it for 40 minutes before it became a porn.
What? Yeah,
Did you know,
that's
did you know it
a
was
trick.
documentary, or?
They didn't know it was going to be porn. If you watch something for 40 minutes and it becomes porn, it wasn't intended to be porn. They just realized, horse
I was gonna
shit,
say,
let's
holy
fuck.
shit, 40 minutes.
40 minutes? Who watches a porno for 40 minutes before sex
I
happens?
didn't even know it was a porno.
Who's got the time?
I
feel
thought it was a
I
Bigfoot
feel like 40
documentary.
seconds. 40 seconds is pushing it. 40 minutes.
Yeah, I'm lucky if I make it through the credits.
Because I didn't know it was porn.
40 minutes.
I'm not even sure why I was watching it, to be
Man, where
honest.
were you watching it? What do
I
you
was
mean you
really-
know it
I was
Do you remember
really-
back before Google bought YouTube? It was like Google Video.
Oh, so this is fucking back in the day.
It shows that guy from, he goes, erections. You know what I'm talking about?
No, what are you talking about?
The guy-
Aliens?
yeah, the guy's
Aliens?
like aliens.
But just his hair is like erection. I was watching this Bigfoot documentary, right? And it's 40 minutes of them walking through the woods, and they're talking about what they said they saw Bigfoots and the different like feet prints, and they're just walking around. They're just talking, and it's like cuts to like the office style interviews.
Did you
and
think
stuff.
you were watching a thing about Bigfoot, or did you start watching it because you thought it was porn?
I watched it because I thought it was Bigfoot.
So when it turned to porn, you were strangely surprised.
So I was not just strangely surprised. I was completely surprised because what happens is they find the Bigfoot.
The
Bigfoot. And I
Bigfoot.
was like, no fucking way, because it's not like a documentary.
Turns out he just has one big foot. He's not big. He's not big feet. He's big foot.
He doesn't even have a big foot.
Yeah, he's like,
That's not the biggest part of him.
Of course not.
Of course. Oh my god.
That's not the biggest part of him.
Oh no.
There's like a crew of like maybe 6 people. And
how many are girls, women not wearing bras and white tank tops?
It was women. Well, I
Because
mean, like
it's
the girls weren't like scantily clad. They were wearing like, shorts that were they're kind of short, I guess, but they were wearing like, just like t-shirt. They had backpacks. They were hiking gear, basically. Like when I was watching it for 40 minutes, I never once thought like, oh, these girls are dressed provocatively. I didn't think that one time. Like they're just maybe like Misty from Pokemon.
Sure. Like it wasn't like horrifically obvious.
No, it wasn't at all. And then they find the Bigfoot, and the girl like walks up to it like real delicately, like,
and it just goes
like,
boom, bow.
no, it wasn't that at all. Like she goes and like gives it her hand. She's like, and Bigfoot grabs her, throws her on the ground, rips her pants off,
Rapes her?
Yes.
Oh my god.
No.
And it starts out and she fights the Bigfoot, and then she's super into it. Then she passes out, and then all the men from the crew fight Bigfoot in a big like pushing, shoving match.
What
And
the
the
fuck
movie
did you
ends.
watch? I want to watch whatever you watch because it
Crazy.
sounds insane.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
So what I mean by weird porn is exactly that. Like,
Rape.
no, no. I mean, like, there's
The
scientists in a
actors,
lab.
like where the actors didn't know it was going to be a porno.
I think, I mean,
Maybe they actually found Bigfoot and that's just how he is.
and no one believes them.
Yes. He's just a terrible rapist.
He's just a rape. He doesn't know any better, man.
We've lost half of our listeners.
Yeah, Bigfoot enthusiast.
They don't appreciate
We're
this
just
kind of
telling you how
They
Bigfoot
don't
is.
appreciate this slanderous talk about Bigfoot. Holy shit.
But what I mean is like, so there's scientists in a lab,
Right.
right? And they're like smashing particles together or whatever. Your boyfriend can tell us how it works.
Yeah, he's here in case we need any kind of
We need it.
explanation
Some
of what's going on.
Hey, so you're a scientist, right? Why is Bigfoot so rapey?
Why is Bigfoot so shitty?
So they start smashing.
I was in the woods and I smelled Axe body spray and I knew I was in trouble. Yes,
Bigfoot
I just implied that anyone who wears Axe body spray is a rapist. Come at me, bro. Come at me, brah.
Dude, oh my god.
So there's scientists in a lab, and they start smashing particles together, and it cuts to like somehow some sort of sexy creature comes out of this experiment.
Okay.
We're talking about the Bigfoot.
Smashing particles together.
So I mean, like, there's like 10 minutes talking about science, and it shows like machinery, and then there's like a terrible like 80s special effects montage of like light beams coming out, and then it's just like a woman in a history tank top, right? And they're like. And then there's like, well, okay, now clearly, like, one like scientist goes in to interact with it, and then they end up having sex, and that's the porno.
I mean, I'm sure that's very much something that exists.
Or like,
but why not just make it that and call it like particle smashing?
yeah, but I just mean like really convoluted, like not like like porn plots are like, oh, I bought a extra sausage pizza, and who's gonna help me fuck it? Something
Well,
like
this
that.
one's like,
Who's gonna help me fuck this?
who's gonna help me fuck the pizza?
I don't know.
This one's like, yeah. Hey, girl, I got some particles. You got some particles. Let's smash them together.
Smash them up.
So I'm
You
saying
want to
like
smash parts?
it's like
Pickles?
Interstellar. It's like Interstellar, man. So like
It's like Interstellar.
I still have not seen that movie. Fun fact.
I won't spoil it too bad
Okay.
with this
Spoiler.
porno trailer I'm about to tell
Hey,
you.
Spoiler
They-
involves particles.
Yeah, they
So
fucked Space Bigfoot.
humanity is fucked. There's no like the planet is all fucked up, and there's not enough food for everyone to eat. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So then, the
'Cause
top scientists of the world put together
Top men.
a project.
Top men.
Top men put together a project in which they get the best fighter pilot ever
Oh,
to
Jesus.
fly into space into a wormhole, and in that dimension, there's just a bunch of bitches. So then he just starts.
I gotta fuck my way out of this dimension.
Yeah.
But imagine if
One
you
man,
got an hour
one
and a half
dimension,
into
one way
Interstellar.
out.
Imagine all the buildup of Interstellar, him driving through the cornfield crying and all that stuff. And like his dog's like, don't leave me. And he's like, ah, bah, bah, bah. And then like the fucking spaceship goes and there's all that space like, bah, 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 bah. And it goes to the wormhole and it's just a porno from there on out. You'd be in the movie theater like, what the fuck?
I remember seeing Boogie Nights in the theater, and this woman gets up and has these two very young kids with her.
Oh, God.
And goes, I didn't bring my kids in here to watch a porno, and storms out.
That must be rated R.
And I was like, this is a rated R movie that's marketed as a movie about the porn industry.
Yeah, really.
Like, did you do no research?
It's just like Boogie Night sounds fun.
So yeah, she's like, I like to boogie. My kids love dancing.
I like night times and I like boogieing.
That is something else.
I just like the idea. I like the idea of secret porn, surprising porn.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah,
like it's a full on a feature length Hollywood budgeted movie. Like with like main like straight up like George Clooney in it, and then it just turns into a porno. Like what?
Yeah. I was fucking wormholes before they were cool.
Wormholes, more like wormholes. Am I right? all right. That's like
dude, you know what's funny about that movie is
you know what? Any chance to take my shirt off?
And what's great about that movie, man, is he everyone else got older, but he stayed the same age.
Yeah. Hey, Anne Hathaway's in it, man. I'll watch whatever.
Did Anne Hathaway get older? I don't remember that.
No. Huh?
Did she die?
I don't think so.
Don't talk.
Don't give away spoilers.
God damn
right,
it.
She doesn't. We don't know if she dies.
I don't even remember. Because you know that, dung beetles.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know much about this, but I saw this the other day and it blew my little country mind.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't really know a lot about this, and all I know is what you told me, and you didn't tell me much.
All I told you was the what I know.
And what we're about to tell everyone is what we knew.
Yeah.
Dung beetles only roll their dung or their poop.
Dung beetles only roll poop
in the direction that the Milky Way turns.
Yeah. Dung beetles only roll poop in the direction of the Milky Way.
What?
Yeah. Think about that while you're jerking off the space porn.
You're thinking about fucking space Bigfoot.
Dung beetles are of all the things in those things are tuned the fuck in. They're tuned in on the galactic level, and all they do is roll burrows around. It's a little creature, a little bug, a little segmented bug rolling shit around. And it does it via information from the goddamn galaxy itself.
What does that mean, though?
That means everything.
The galaxy only goes left or right. Does that mean they only can go left?
Well, they're not Zoolander. What do you mean?
Apparently they are. Because what does it mean? The spin of the galaxy is only one way. It's either clockwise or counterclockwise.
Yeah, it depends on what hemisphere you're in. Is this an Australian galaxy?
Well, it's like saying. So say the Milky Way spins clockwise.
Okay, yeah.
All clocks turn the same way the Milky Way does.
Yeah.
Bullshit, man.
Apparently they can see the light in the sky. They can see the light of they've evolved is the word. Oh, yeah.
What does that do for them? Why? Why does that matter?
Yeah, like, well, where's their end game? What's the end goal? Sorry,
the end goal is to get that poop back to the missus. That's
the missus is always under the fucking Milky Way. Like, I'm saying, like, what is the?
We're all under the Milky Way.
Shit.
It flows within us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Luminous beings are we?
Yeah.
Not this good matter.
How you get so big eating food of this size?
What do they even do with the dung?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're always rolling it toward the Milky Way. Where are they rolling it to?
You think they're employed by Mars and Magulta?
I don't know about that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just a navigation. So like moths. Moths navigate by starlight, moonlight, which is crazy. If they see the glow of the Milky Way, and that's how that's how they figured out that they do it, because they would put them they observed them, and then they took some dung beetles and said, "You coming with us, boys?" And they put them in a controlled science room with some science poop, and they said, "Let's see how they roll up this poop." And they've put a fake Milky Way.
Turning the other way.
Not turn the other way. They just put a fake Milky Way above them, and they navigated via the science way. So they were rolling their science poop via the science way.
How do the scientists make the connection? How do the scientists look at these beetles rolling poop and go, well, maybe they're... I don't understand it at all. I don't understand how scientists figured it out. I don't understand why the beetles do it. I don't understand what beetles do with the poop.
Because apparently there's apparently, like we've talked about before, I think you just go be a scientist. And you can just go out and go, you know what I'm gonna do? Dung beetles sounds like a fun thing. And you just watch them. You just watch it. You just watch a dung beetle and hope you don't get eaten by a goddamn leopard. And watching dung beetles, because that's not the way you want to go. You don't want that on your epitaph, eaten by a leopard while watching dung beetles.
Yikes.
Science, man.
Listen,
like that's not how you want to go down.
Taylor's boyfriend is a science man.
He's a science man.
Do you think he can comment on the Milky Way, the dung beetles thing? You think that's his expertise?
I mean,
I don't know. He was locked in some sort of chamber last week while tornadoes passed or something. What happened?
True. He was in a tornado. It's true. He was in fact locked in a tornado chamber. I'll summon him. Maybe he has something to add to this.
So, yeah, summon Tornado Man.
I would love to hear how you're going to ask
summon Tornado Man.
Please summon your ghost hand boyfriend and ask him. I just want to hear you ask him the question of what we want to know.
Oh, so I have to interpret whatever the fuck that was.
You have to interpret what we just said and ask him the science about it.
Yeah, dung beetles only navigate. No, dung beetles only roll their poop in the direction of the Milky Way.
She gets it. She was here.
I'm just restating it.
And then she's going to go, why? It's science man, why?
Science man, why? Why? How come, why?
Dung beetles roll poop, ma?
Dung beetle roll poop, ma? Sorry. That was a weird, vaguely inappropriate accent I just put on that.
Hey, I do it every day.
I do it every day.
You really loved it. You really loved it, Asia, Nate.
Yeah, renowned.
Well, it might be a few minutes for Tornado Man.
Okay.
To be available.
Cool. We've recently been locked in a battle with the fucking rats in my apartment.
Yeah.
What? You guys have rats in your place?
They came back. You could hear them in the roof.
We've had.
Oh, that's right. We talked about this before.
There's been there's an army of rats.
Something. None.
How are they getting in?
If they come through a hole, like the thing about this apartment, it's aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
But if you go peeking behind the curtains, it's full of holes, full of rat holes.
Full of holes.
It's a rat nest.
Full of rat nest. And they're in there. I mean, but you can hear, I don't know. We didn't get one last night. And I'm thinking that I think we got him, man.
We got one. We got one last night.
Yeah.
Damn.
But we were looking up like what? Yeah, they're pretty big. I mean, how big would you say?
He's pretty good size, man. Let out a scream.
Oh, shit. That's scary.
Yeah. We said a bunch of sticky chaps, but like we were looking up all kinds of research of like things about rats, whatever. And Nate found an interesting statement that said that don't engage in a battle of wits with a rat because they are equal with humans in terms of wits.
It told us that's what the statement said. It said, "Do not get into a battle of wits with a rat." And I was like, okay, I'm not going to gamble my fucking house.
Yeah, like what are you going to do? Like put a chessboard out and like make a move every day? Like whoever loses has to fucking move out.
Oh, I imagine being in some swing, like a Casino Royale situation where it's just me and a giant rat with a monocle and a top hat. Like
the way that I imagine it is
like, Chester.
Don't like try to chase a rat around a table or something. What do they mean wits? What did you ever
A battle of wits.
Or like, I don't know, they mean like don't set up traps?
I don't know, but given the ones here, we'd set traps and they figured them out. They figured them out.
I think that's what they mean. It's like
we had to change up the game. We had to put we had to change up to where the traps were because it said once they navigated a route, they never forget it.
Jesus.
So we just put traps in places where there weren't traps before and immediately caught one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Yeah, they're really fucking smart.
Fucking Winchester.
What's the plan?
What? There is no plan. What do you mean?
Just like to cohabitate with them? Like, what's the next move?
Well, we hired an exterminator. We've got traps. Well, like they're infinite in number. They are the many. They're the rats of Taipei.
Yeah, jeez. I mean, like, do they get into your food? That would be my
We don't really have food.
No, we don't really keep anything here.
We don't have what you call food.
Well, because we just go and eat.
It's so much easier. Everything you can just kind of eat
Science
on.
man's here.
You can just eat on the go, you know?
We're gonna get the science man on the podcast. Taylor Science Man. He is a native. What?
It's true. You can ask him about maybe how to catch these rats.
Dude, if you can solve our if you can solve a
rats, what?
I love the idea that we just ask him, like, hey, man, you're a scientist. How do we solve our rat problem?
Yeah.
How do we get rid of these rats?
Well, we're not going to ask him anything even less. Hey, man, we heard that dung beetles roll their poop in the way of the Milky Way. Explain that to us.
Explain, please.
Yeah, that's where it's going. I mean, I don't know what people expect from this.
All right,
Any science man is just getting asked. It's just,
I mean, we got a lot of science. I got a couple science things we can ask him about.
Okay,
hold on. He's almost there.
Oh, he's almost here. He's almost fully loaded.
He's almost materialized into our realm.
All right.
How do these work?
Shut up.
Which side of
It doesn't fucking matter. They're earbuds.
No, L means L and R means R.
Oh my god!
No, it's important. If you get the wrong ear, it's.
I didn't know that. I literally didn't know that earbuds had specific ears.
It's the wrong ear.
All right. Can you hear?
I can hear.
Hello, science man.
Hi, science.
Oh no! How much have you been drinking? You're not going to be useful at all.
He's full of oysters and booze.
No, that's the best kind of scientist. That's a scientist I trust.
Thank you.
I'm full of oysters and booze. Ask me your science questions.
Hello, science man. So we have some questions for you. Can you lay the science down?
Oh, I can absolutely lay the science down.
We met a man in Hong Kong. Well, I'm gonna start with this. We met a man in Hong Kong who told us that he's at 13% blood alcohol level always, and the doctor told him that. What do you think?
Just comment.
What are your
I
comments?
hope he says, "I'm a scientist, not a doctor."
Now I'm just wondering if numbers work differently in Hong Kong. That's all I've got.
That was my theory.
Well, he was actually from Togo. He was an African.
Togo.
Togo.
Togo. I don't know what that is. I'm a scienceman, not a
geographer.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give you one more. We'll throw you another one.
Damn it, Jim.
That was a softball.
All right. He's terrible.
Okay. We recently read that dung beetles, to reiterate for our listeners, that dung beetles only roll their poop, the same way that the Milky Way rotates.
Poop.
Why?
If they use the Milky Way to navigate while they roll their poop.
But they only roll it in the same rotational angle. I'm trying to sound more sciencey for science, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm just
Yeah, you don't have to play to my audience.
Quit trying to
yourself to you.
They roll the poop at the same rotational angle.
I don't think that's part of it. I don't think they roll it at the same.
What does that mean, though? You said Milky Way. The Milky Way rotates. Obviously, they're rolling the poop in the rotational way.
They're rolling the poop in the rotation.
Yeah, I was like, rolling often involves rotating. Yes.
But isn't that what you're saying? What you told me?
They roll their poop in the direction of the Milky Way. I think is what I said.
My note just says dung beetles Milky Way. That's all I have information.
What's your conjecture? That's
you sure you didn't mean like the dung ball looks like a Milky Way?
Yeah,
that sounds more.
That's how they make a Milky Way.
No.
No, science man, no.
No, they use the light of the Milky Way or something to navigate, and that's how they roll their poo back to their missus. She wants that big poo ball.
First of all, how do scientists know?
Experiments. The answer is A, experiments.
Well, let him tell us the answer.
Oh yeah. I'm not a scientist.
So
science man, we stumped him.
You're really conveying confidence. Sorry.
The oysters keep coming. Science is really, really large. It's a large field. I didn't take the dung beetle studies class. But that being said, is it coincidence? I mean, I feel like it's coincidence. Like dung beetles happen. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's. I mean, it's like it's one of those like I don't know, like
I don't think dung beetles are
like,
aware of the fact that it's the Milky Way.
Correlation does not imply causation. It's going to be on my gravestone. You know.
Oh shit! Here you go.
Yep.
Typical science man.
I will
Science
say it. That's
Typical science.
That's
Typical
a total.
science.
That's a total science answer. No,
What the fuck?
no, I'm not joking.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Is it an R? Sorry. Am I not?
No, you can you can swear. I was just watching karate porn fucking 10 minutes ago.
She was giving us a play-by-play
Sounds like a
karate porn.
play-by-play.
Can I swear?
My game session was interrupted.
Yeah. Oh, wait, can you follow-up question? Sam and A have a personal conundrum. Maybe you can answer. Not their
Is it about
their homestead.
ghost hands.
No.
No, we do not. No. We're all set with ghost hands. We currently have a rat infestation. What is your
What are you
scientific?
talking about? Ghost hands?
Oh, his Indian name is Ghost Hands.
Dances with
Dances
ghost hands.
with
Dances with Ghost Hands.
Yeah.
Why? Where's the science in that?
Yeah, from birth, everything about me has been science.
Yeah, science with ghost hands.
I was destined.
The man was born in the science.
He was born into the light of science. He was born in a little Bill Nye bow tie.
But seriously, like, how do they get rid of their apartment full of rats?
Science man.
No, I don't have science experience, but I used to have a pet rat. But I wanted to keep.
How did you
around.
kill? How did you murder?
How did you
your
kill it?
How did you ultimately rise up and destroy it?
Well, he had asthma and fleas, and then he died.
All right, so you guys got it. You guys got to somehow inflict your rats.
Awesome.
with
I
asthma.
feel better as a person.
You know what we could do? We could do it. We could do it. We could play the long game.
How did you kill your asthmatic rat? Tell us how. How can we give our rats asthma?
I feel we play the long game, man. We do like systemic obesity. We just overfeed the shit out of them.
Overfeed them.
We feed them to the point they can't
Give
fit
them
through the hole.
diabetes.
Yeah, we feed them so they're so big they can't fit through the holes.
Give them the beatus. That'll take them
Well,
out.
like where are the rats? Where are they?
We'll give them, AKA the Brimley Protocol.
All right, man. The
Operation Brimley.
rats here. Rats here.
Rats never here.
Never here.
Rats are never here.
Why don't you just like maybe you could give some of them like some turtles to like mentor, and then eventually
okay,
Like-
gotcha.
like-
All
like
right.
Splinter.
Okay.
Sure. I was at first. I was like, "What nonsense are you speaking?"
Yeah, especially because in my mind, turtles are bigger than rats. So I was like, how the fuck is that going to help? Bunch of turtles running around in the walls of your bar.
You'll find 4 baby turtles crawling in a green ooze.
Can you imagine trying to explain that to Wan Ting as like watching TV and some
She
fucking
comes home. We have a bunch of turtles.
turtles crawling by, and she's like, "What the hell is that?" You're like, "Oh no, it's for the rats. It's don't worry
We
about it."
put them in a box. The next day, they had nearly doubled in size.
And all of a sudden, the rats can start speaking. Is
Yeah,
that-
you see?
I gave them all names. But we name them after
Why do you
members
know
of.
so much about that? You can quote that movie. You like quote like the
show?
Ninja
Girls?
soliloquy.
Because that was it when I was a kid, man. That was my shit.
That's a spot on Splinter voice.
Except we name them all after the members of One Direction. That's the spin.
What other members of One Direction?
I don't know. Billy Grambo, Sammy,
Billy Graham.
Two Steps. Who are the members of One
Harry
Direction?
Styles is the only one I know.
Oh,
Harry, I think
Harry
Liam.
Styles?
Yeah, Liam, and then
Harry?
Zach. You said
I gave
Billy,
them all names.
Liam Neeson, Zachary Quinto, Harry Styles,
Billy Greenbow Lakes.
Greenbow Lakes.
Lakes.
Green- I gave them all names. Harry Styles, Greenbow Lakes, Liam Neeson. And then there's one unnamed one we just don't even tell you about.
Jesus Christ.
Tubular.
All right, does that answer your guys' question?
Hey, yeah,
Turtle.
science man.
Turtles.
Okay. Yeah,
Turtle
I
power.
contributed nothing apparently.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Turtles. That's right. You
You
got
can
it.
have this like science man position.
Yeah.
Maybe you could speak to this point then. I mean, what is your science degree in? What field of science do you know?
I studied electrical engineering and physics.
Okay, so hold on. Let me think about the things we've talked about. Okay,
How particle work?
how do particle work?
Speed acceleration.
Oh, yeah. I heard about
Hot Wheels track.
Yeah, Hot Wheels accelerators.
Yeah.
Is it like a Hot Wheels track?
Honestly, you're not far off. To be fair, if you think about it, like physically, like it's not magic. Like it's a charged particle, and like it basically. So think of it like there's a. No. Like I'm serious. Like okay, so whenever I have to teach this to some new person, I always explain it like a car going around a track. I explain it like,
oh shit.
I know you meant probably new scientist or new person, new friend, but I like to imagine that you're such a scientist that you use the word new person to mean children.
Anytime I try to let a new human being, a fresh baked human.
Whenever I'm speaking to a new person.
Yeah. So somebody pulled a ball of dough off your mama and threw it in the oven. And now I'm going to teach you about physics, talking about. That's how people procreate, right?
So is it like that?
Oh God, I've been doing sex so wrong.
So like, okay, it's like, so it's a circular accelerator, okay,
sure,
and then if you imagine it split into half, where you've got like a D and a D facing this way, and as it goes around in the part that's separated,
so a C
like take a circle,
sure,
and cut it in half. Split the pizza in half once. Pull the pieces apart a little bit. Okay, there's a gap.
Yeah.
Okay? Mm-hmm. When it's inside the half pizza, it's getting pulled around and accelerating. And then when it goes to the part that's not pizza,
the gap.
It goes outward a little bit. So if you imagine like the particle is traveling into like a spiral as it goes around, and like while it's going on the pizza, it's getting like kick. It's gaining.
Why? What's the mechanism why is the pizza making it fast?
All this science is making me hungry.
So it depends on what kind of pizza. No.
You're talking meat lovers or cheese.
Yeah, meat lovers is the best. If it's mushrooms, it doesn't work.
Oh, shut up.
No.
You shut the fuck up, science.
Don't talk shit about mushrooms.
Okay. Simply put, when it's gonna be ultra sciencey. When a charged particle goes through a magnetic field that's going the like opposite direction, we call it orthogonal, like at a right angle. Then it exerts a force that's then a right angle to both of those directions. So it spins. It's called the cyclotron. Yeah, it's like if it's going this way.
That would be a great robot wrestler.
Anyways. Basically, a charged particle.
Cyclotron, brother.
A charged particle
this
going through a magnetic field. I know. A charged particle going through a magnetic field gets a force acted on it by virtue of that. And
that gives it its energy to move quicker.
That gives it the energy to move through the pizza.
But it's honestly like pretty analogous to the Hot Wheels track. Like that's honestly not far off.
God damn it, you guys were so fucking spot on.
I know. I don't know why I'm the science.
Idiot science, man.
We're rewriting science, man.
We're not rewriting it. We're taking.
No, from what I understand, he's telling me that they should be using Hot Wheels tracks.
Yes.
Yeah.
They need to get that in the studio.
We should write.
Shit, yeah.
The thing is, like after a series of treatments, like the patients are usually pretty gassy, though.
God damn it!
Because of all the beans.
God, great. Thank you.
Is this on? The beans.
There's a lot of beans. There's beans.
Oh, I forgot about the beans. Bean science. Yeah. No, but see, that's what I want.
Science is being all the way down.
I love this. I love that we talk complete horse shit, and a scientist comes in and goes, "Here's where you're wrong, and here's where you're right." This is just. It just so happens we're batting 1,000.
Yeah. So wait, let me lay another one down. We got 5 minutes left in recording. Let me lay another one down real quick. We posited a couple weeks ago that somewhere out there in space there is a gas cloud of raspberry flavored brandy just floating out there somewhere.
Which I'm not disregarding. We need more than 5 minutes. Because
we have 5 minutes. That's all we got.
My brain screams horse shit.
It's a flavored cloud out there. Let the science man talk.
Okay.
talked about this. What? Yeah,
Well,
please.
okay, my astrophysics knowledge is pretty low, but I will say
Better than
We
ours.
need to bring in friends, bring in astrophysicist, space cloud
At
friends.
the next Science Man meeting, bring it up.
Wait, astrophysicist space cloud? Like a fucking sentient space cloud, Nate? Is that what you suggested? To bring in as a reference?
Yeah, just bring,
Sure,
bring it,
sure,
bring in a
okay.
sentient cloud.
well, okay. So I imagine I don't know. Okay, I don't want to rain on a parade, but
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
science journalism, what they do, it's like it's a scientist says things and like, oh, okay, in space that we found a cloud that exhibits some of the same phenols and the same type of scent markers that you might find in raspberries or alcohol. And then a science journalist goes, "Whoop, alcohol, raspberries," and then they just make up
Exactly! Exactly!
they just make
I
up.
knew it!
That's how science journalism works. It's the worst. Like
So I'm not mad at scientists. I love scientists, but fuck a bunch of science journalists.
That's what's getting us wrong this whole time.
That's what's rubbing me. That's what's
up to no
rubbing
good.
my raspberries.
I mean, it's the same reason that you could read something like some scientist like wrote a paper on, oh yeah, we could have faster than light travel tomorrow if we did this, this, and this, which all don't exist.
Yeah.
And a science
If
journalist
Lindsay
is like,
Lohan was a witch,
invented faster than light engines at MIT.
Right, for
and
sure. Well, we got you here. We got you here for another 2 minutes. Can I get your comment on a snake-proof suit?
Oh,
Snake.
whoa, we're going deep. We're going back into the
yeah, I was
archives.
gonna say, God damn, we're going back.
I got his time here. He's got 2 minutes. We, Discovery Channel put together a snake-proof suit. Would you like to comment on
It
that?
was horse shit.
You watch that?
I
Snake
did not
Pursuit?
watch that.
Fuck.
I do not have cable.
How do you feel? Do you think that it's man's hubris has exceeded his limits by inventing a snake-proof suit?
Do
Where
Do
a
you think
man
man has flown too close to the sun? Comments?
by being swallowed by a
If the
snake.
man flew too close to the sun, he wouldn't get hit by snakes. So
Oh,
that's all I've
shit.
got.
Oh no! Snakes burn.
Are there
Revision.
snakes on the sun?
Snakes burn when they're too close to the sun, guys.
QED.
Space snakes.
There are no snakes on the sun.
That's his professional. That is his.
My professional opinion is there are no snakes on the sun, so absolutely not.
According to the new Radiohead album, there are snakes on the sun.
Wait, really? I haven't listened to it yet.
Have you listened to the song "Snakes on the Sun"?
Now I'm full
Is
of
that
shit.
Smash Mouth?
Might as well be snakes on the sun.